Hello. Yes, good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a good morning. So, we've come to the second day of the week. This is 14th of July, and we'll start off with the GBP USD. Disregard this. So on this chart, basically, you can remember what we said yesterday. We had a very good trend line where we expected price to go up to, but somehow the price is reversing against us. So we had a trend line that ran all the way from this point. So we had this line here from the top like that, and then we had a trend line also like this, and then we had another trend line. Then we mentioned that we wanted price to continue up. We wanted price to at least continue up to this level before reversing to the lower side. This is what we expected yesterday. So unfortunately, that has not happened. Instead, the price has embarked on a downtrend. We've seen the previous day's candle close as an engulfing candle, and as it is now, we actually expect more continuations to the lower side. We expect price to proceed much lower. It may go up to the trend line which we have at the bottom, this one here. So should the price successfully close below like the previous yesterday's lowest low, then that would mean we are continuing to the lower side. So we'll move forward to our next chart, USDJPY. USDJPY. This is what we have. We have a trend line from the bottom here, and then we have another line from the top. So we had a support. We have a support there. We have a support here, and then we have a support there. So basically, we expect price to proceed to the upper side. We may see a move towards the resistance at the top, where if the price does not break above, this could be a very good place we want to sell from. So if the price bounces off from the one at the top, then that will mean we are heading to the lower side. But as it is now, we still expect some movements to the upper side, most probably up to this resistance. So when the price approaches this level, look for sell positions. Expect price to give you a very good sell signal around this level here. Next chart, Euro USD. This is how Euro USD looks on my side. So this chart, basically we are having like an expanding wedge formation. Looks like a channel. We have this here. Sorry. We have so the upper one, you can see that this level has been used several in the past. We had it being used as a resistance here. We had a resistance there. We had a resistance. Then there was this candle which actually went above. Then it came back to close below. It continued down. Then it came back again the second time. I mean, after the false breakout, we had price come back again. So this was the best place somebody could have sold from. If you sold it there, you actually are supposed to be expecting a move up to this support. So just look at how perfect the lower one is. We had a support previously. We had a support. We had a support. We had a support. And in case the price comes up to this point, then this will be the correct place where we want to buy from. So just simply expect a move downwards. Expect price to move to the last side up to that point, where you should be able to look for a buy from that point. So as it is now, you can see that we are actually within some very good channel formation. If the price does not clearly break any of those, the upper trend line or the lower one, then that will mean you're looking for reversal. So let's see what we have on the next chart, SP500. This is the chart we had yesterday. You can remember we basically said that we are in an uptrend on this chart. We expect price to continue moving to the upper side, but the first thing we want to see is we want to see price ascend above the zone which is there, the 3377.9, 3241.7. We want to see price clearly ascend and close above it. When that happens, then we'll expect more movements to the upper side. So as it is now, we may not give much recommendation except the fact that you're supposed to be looking for buy positions. Just keep looking for buy orders. Expect price to give you a clear buy signal. If it breaks beyond the level which you're having, then that will mean you are continuing in that direction. So the next chart we look at Brent oil. This one. So Brent oil so far is recovering to the upper side. We still have the zone which we drew previously. So as you can see, the price somehow is breaking below the lower trend line. Just look at it the way I'm drawing it. You can see that we had some support there. We had from the top, we have that. We had a resistance, a resistance, a resistance, a resistance, a resistance. From the bottom, we had a support, a support, a support, a support. There was the first attempt to break below. And then earlier this week, there was this close again. So this may mean we are now continuing to the lower side. So if you see anything like this, it may possibly means that we are now expecting a sell. We expect price to proceed to the lower side, especially as long as the indicator which you're having, the ADX, is showing us a sell. So if as long as the ADX, the red line remains above the green one, that means we are downwards. So keep looking for sell orders, especially up to the levels where the price was touching the lower trend line. That is this level here, and this level. So we basically want price to give us the best signals, to keep giving us sell signals. We are waiting for maybe some pullbacks, retracements, then we pick low risk sell positions. So the next chart we look at, we want to look at gold. Gold, so far we are upwards, but the price is consolidating. So we have this, we have a support here, and then we have let me draw this on the daily chart. Looks like the price is consolidating, but we are not finding the correct range. The entire place is actually the range. So this is the place where as long as the price remains within, we choose to remain flat. As long as the price remains breaks above it, then that will mean we are continuing in that direction. So as it is now, we want price to break beyond the upper trend line, I mean the upper level 1814.74, so that we continue upwards, or the price needs to break below the lower line so that we continue to the lower side. So thank you very much. That should be the end of today's session. We'll meet again tomorrow at the center. So thank you. See you. So one more thing before we end this, tomorrow we are going to look at gold. We want to see the patterns and the shapes that are currently forming on gold, so that you know exactly how to trade gold this month. We talked about Brent oil the previous week. This week, sorry, we talked about gold the previous week. This week we're going to look at Brent oil and natural gas. So we are going to look at basically the best way to trade Brent oil now, how you're supposed to enter trades, how you're supposed to exit trades, both Brent oil and natural gas. So thank you very much. We'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you.